Hi friends, in this video we are going to see the concept of gravitation, introduction to gravitation, which is useful for class 11 students and students who are preparing for JEE mains and advanced. Coming into the concept gravitation, first of all, what is the gravitation? What is the gravitation? We know that our earth is round in shape. Let us assume a man is standing here and another man is standing here. Okay, as we see from here, this man is is standing perfectly. As we see from here, this we'll assume that this man falls down. Why we assume like this? This is due to the gravity. Most of us assumes that the gravity is towards downwards, towards down. But this is wrong. The gravity is always towards the center of earth, always towards the center of earth. So this is a first point, an important point to be learned. The gravity is always towards the center of earth. And one more thing is, so the gravity is always towards the center of earth. And one more thing is, as we know, the acceleration due to gravity is, we represent it as g. What is the acceleration due to gravity? It is nothing but the earth gravitational pull. The earth tries to pull towards its center. This is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. We represent it with g. Um Coming into this gravity chapter, first law we are going to study is UGL, the universal gravitation law. The universal gravitation law. The universal gravitation law, um, it is analogous to Coulomb's law in electrostatics. It is analogous to Coulomb's law in electrostatics. People who are perfect with electrostatic, that is, it will be very easy, dead easy concept for learning gravitation. People who are familiar with gravitation, it is easy to learn the electrostatic. So the universal gravitation law says that the force is directly proportional to the product of masses. If we consider two masses m1 and m2 separated by a distance r, then the force between these two masses is directly proportional to the product of masses, and it says the force is inversely proportional to the distance between the masses. Combining these two, we get the force is directly proportional to m1 by m2 by r square. To remove this proportionality constant, we introduce the constant as g m1 m2 by r square. This is the universal gravitation constant. So this is proportional to m1 m2 and inversely proportional to r square. Okay, inversely proportional to r square. And this is the proportionality constant, whose value is g is equals to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. What is the units? As we see here, g is equals to f into r square by m1 m2. F units of f are Newton. R square, r is meter, r square meter square, therefore meter square by em. Mass is kg. If you measure kg or grams, you can take anything. Mass, two masses are there, therefore m square, that is kg square. Newton, meter square, kg square, therefore this units is 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kg square. Okay, this is the proportionality constant, universal gravitation constant. Okay, this is the universal gravitation law. Okay, the universal gravitation law, this is, which is analogous to Coulomb's law. In Coulomb's law, as we see, F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay, in Coulomb's law. Now based on this, okay, this is a force in gravitation. The force can be written as Gm1 m2 by r square. In vector form, how we will represent this in vector form, we will see now. So now this universal gravitation law in vector form. In vector form, we will see here. As we know, we got now according to the law, F is equal to Gm1 m2 by r square. Okay. In vector form, just add r cap. Vectors can be represented in a direction. What is the difference between the scalar and vector? Scalar has only the magnitude and vector has magnitude with direction plus direction. So here this is a magnitude, uh, representing only this is the scalar, representing along with the direction is the vector. Okay, vector. Now as we know, the unit vector is nothing but unit vector is equal to magnitude of the vector divided by its magnitude. It is nothing but the unit vector. Therefore, replacing it with that, we get F is equals to Gm1 m2 by r square into r bar by mod r bar. Mod r bar is nothing but r. Therefore, F is equal to Gm1 m2 by r cube r bar is in the direction of r bar. So this is a vector form of cool nothing universal gravitation law. Okay. Okay, my friends, here f bar is equals to in vector form. When we are representing in vector form, the LHS side should be vector and RHS side should be vector. F bar is equal to this. F bar is equals to this. Okay, understood? Okay, now the universal gravitation law we learnt. Okay. Now going for universal what did you see here? The universal UGL, universal gravitation law, tells about the force.